ChatGPT 5 image generation, broken. No, it's not. But you do have to box with it, is what I kind of call it, in order to get it, or wrestle with it, in order to get what you want right now. Why? Well, as we've talked about in other videos, ChatGPT 5 selects which model it needs to use based on the task at hand. And image generation can only be done with ChatGPT 4.0. And so if your initial prompt does not clarify that you need an original image generated, then it will choose a model that can't generate images. And once you're in that model that can't generate images, it can be very frustrating. The other day, my son walks in and goes, "Dad, I can't get ChatGPT to make images anymore. I'm trying to make a picture of my girlfriend's favorite car so I can send it to her." And I said, "Well, you're probably just using it wrong," which, how do you use ChatGPT wrong, right? But I grabbed his phone, I said, "Let me see your phone," and I started a brand new conversation. And let me just walk you through this real quick. I said, "Make me a picture of a dumb kid who can't use ChatGPT." And instantly, it's like, I can't do that, but I can help you make a cartoon. And I was like, "Analyze what you mean by you can't create me a person." Well, when you said real picture, I can't make it if it's negative and if it's in someone's likeness without consent. And I said, "I didn't say to make it in someone's image. I didn't even say to describe their looks." And so I was right, just clarifying. I'm like, "Would you like me to help you with a sketch?" "Sure." "All right, here's a fictional cartoon, dumb kid who can't use ChatGPT." So it creates a scene and it says, "I can turn this description into actual illustration." "Yes." "And then download this." Well, so this is another problem with ChatGPT 5. When it gives you stored images, they expire. But I do have a screenshot of it, and here it is. This is the worst image I've ever seen AI create. So I say, "Make it more realistic." And this is what we get. "Hello, GPT, please make me spaghetti from my dog." Smart plan. "Here's a more detailed, semi-realistic cartoon." And so I say photorealistic. It goes out and grabs an image from Almi stock images that is covered with watermarkings, which means completely unusable, of just a kid using a computer. Next steps, and so then I said, make it photorealistic, right? So it says next steps, use photo reference, look into photorealistic 3Ds, tell me more about mood or context, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, create for me a photorealistic image of a Dodge purple Hellcat with cool lighting. I wasn't able to generate it myself, but here's a YouTube video. Last call, Dodge Challenger, red eye, jailbreak, and plum crazy purple. And so then I'm like, analyze, why in the world are you sandbagging image generation? This is the only reason I pay for it. So it thinks for 14 seconds and then creates an image, which it looks AI. So I think it did it, but then made with the old version of image generation, new images coming soon. And so this whole conversation is just, why is it trying to save resources? I'm just digging in, trying to figure it out. But basically what I took away from this is that you need to start the conversation telling it that you did this. So then I went ahead and had it create for me a prompt that I could use. And then I open a new chat and put that in. And I was able, after a bit of trying, I was able to actually get it to produce what we were looking for. But this whole process took me over an hour. I have 5 different chats going simultaneously. Some of them were getting images, some of them were not. So the main reason I believe that they came back with 4.0 in the legacy is now you can select it, you can do new chat, and you can select legacy model 4.0, and then you can say, make me an image of a cow drinking a rainbow. And it just gets to work doing it. So if you want to make image generation, go ahead and bypass ChatGPT 5, go straight to 4.0, and then let it make the image for you.